Hi there and welcome back, my friends. I want you to have a look at Stellar Tactics, a game that is currently under development. As you can see, it's already in early access, but it's very early development. You can see that from the graphics mainly. The other things often work already, so let's have a look at this together. As I really like tactics games. Enter an 8-digit number. Yeah, okay, let's go. I'll explore the game together. I love sci-fi, I love the tactics games, as I've already said. There's also a little bit of strategy to it, so and they've sent me this code so that I'll show it to you. I've waited a bit because the early access really looked kind of crude, but now it's getting better. Generate the universe. I mean, not to say that it hasn't worked. The game is playable already, and yeah, we'll just have a look at it together, explore the game together, and so I can show you what it's about. I haven't done a lot of play, so it's basically an exploration. A first-hand exploration and nothing more, because the game changes a lot. Like, they are doing a lot of patches in this early access, and every time I've looked at it, something had changed. So there's that. First, you create a character. You can have all kinds of skills, as you can see here. You have the attributes, hit points here. It's kind of a little bit like remember Fallout? Yeah, that's kind of the way this goes, or Wasteland. That's also the selection of skills that you have there. Yeah, why not maybe go for some rifles? Like, rifles would be something. Then let's go maybe first aid seems good. And I don't know, hand-to-hand combat. Great deal of mastery to be effective. Yeah, let's go for hand-to-hand combat, first aid, and I don't know, targeting. Huh. Or salvaging. The juicy bits of useful scrap. That's a little bit much, eh? So you can see in every skill set here we have a couple of points available. So we'll just do 2 times rifles, 2 times pugilism. Here we'll do like the first aid thing we already have, and then maybe, I don't know, hacking seems cool. Or just more first aid. And then let's salvage better, that's also fine. Note that these two share skill points, while this is an extra thing. So we've got 7 points to distribute. What could be good for someone good at rifles? And pugilism, probably agility. Let's see, we've got dexterity as well. Ranged weapons contributes to damage for all weapon types. And hacking is also into that. We have endurance. Fixed value per point. Applied regardless of level. Yeah, that's basically your stamina. Then we've got charisma. Not as interested in that. Perception contributes to damage with ranged weapons. So, as we don't have perception on melee, we might just look at like disabling that and just going for more rifles. Then we'll make a classic shooter character. A little bit of perception. And dexterity. Got intelligence here. The speed at which you learn skills. Yeah, it's always important. Let's have that set up. That's kind of cool. What I miss here is like the random section, but we can also go for one after another. Oh, it looks cool. Let's take that. I don't know why.
Just need to reload. Good money.
Yeah, that's nice. That's our gender. Oh, come on. It's crapped my picture. That's also a good way of scrolling through it. No, there we go. There we go again. Let's start the game. As you can see, it's kind of a little bit like... yeah, like Wasteland or like XCOM. Or also like Fallout. In the case of combat. It's the backstory. Deoxar, Deoxar, Deoxar. And now? Seems like we're in some kind of pod. Are we getting revived or what? Is that a cryopod or is that an experimental? I mean, there's something. Is that blood on the wall? Is that from a failed experiment that has been shot there? I mean, we won't be shot, that's for sure, because why would they just store us there just to shoot us when we wake up again? So that would make no sense. When I last played the game, the intro wasn't in. So I think it's pretty cool. So then we've got this guide. Yeah, we're not going to read through the guide. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Press the H key to toggle help on and off. That's the thing. So let's see. Can we? And that's where we can access the guide as well. Like here. Okay, the help key. Dr. Remus, hello, can you hear me? Barely. You're breaking up. Damn it, broken junk. Still having problems hearing you. Actually, I don't hear you at all. That should do it. How about now? Oh, very good. I can see you now on the monitor. Much better. Exactly what is the situation? My name is Dr. Mortimer Ramus. You can call me Doc. I must apologize for your abrupt arousal. What a wording. We have a most unusual circumstance. Who are you? As I mentioned, I'm Dr. Ramus. I'm a member of one of two rotation shift teams here on the Dauntless. My cryo shift engaged 3 weeks ago. My job specifically is to analyze the medical condition of the colonists in stasis aboard this ship. Do you know what triggered the emergency cryo-res that we just had? Well, you see, it was me. I did it. I triggered the emergency system. We have a problem. It seems there has been a phage outbreak. Normally something we could handle. However, this time it's a little more complicated. What is phage? That is some kind of virus, if I remember right. I wonder, 1 minute. Yes, I see you have minor neurological damage. Likely nothing serious. I suspect over time you'll recover. To answer your question, phage is a viral disease, quite deadly in more ways than one. However, a cosmic anomaly is the primary reason we are on this ship. I'll explain in more detail later. However, right now we need to get you prepared. I assume you remember your training? Yes, for the most part. Okay, let's get you equipped then. Meanwhile, I'll review the protocols for activating your mission parameters. Please proceed through the door. Okay, which door? This is where we can move the camera. Nice view. So that's basically all the people that were rezzed. We cannot talk to him again. Can we have some kind of... Yeah, look, if you press tab, like, just the usual thing. Things that you can interact with are marked. So let's leave through this. We can open boxes. Great, it looks like you can follow instructions. Manual is correct. The correct lockers in this room contain your weapons and body armor, along with a few bits and bobs. Let's see. Okay, the protocol documented here states that you should equip yourselves. Let's get cracking. Time is of the essence. I'm reading through the mission protocol now, and I should be able to brief you momentarily. All right. Fantastic. You look ready for business. Let me activate your data implants. It'll only take a moment. What data implant? Good question. The manual says the team had implants surgically applied. These implants receive and transmit data between squad members. The information is projected onto an ocular array, providing squad members with superior battlefield intelligence, communication, and rapid access to reference information. Data stored includes an active tally of on-hand equipment, mission perimeters, blah 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 blah. I like that. Roger that, Red Leader. Once the implants are activated, I should be able to communicate with you discreetly through your implants. Okay, let's see. If I press this button... Ah, okay. How is that? It burns! Yes, you'll get used to it. Now, there should be chests or boxes with ammunition and equipment. You should gather as much as you can carry. When you're finished, head through the next door. I'll fill you in on the details of your situation. Inventory and character. Yeah, I opens that. Can be used or equipped. Grenades and medkits alluded to the shared inventory automatically added to the list of available items. Grenades and medkits must be in shared inventory. Ammunition is automatically added to the tally of total ammunition for that type and is displayed above the shared inventory area. Note that the number shown in blue for each ammunition type is the maximum amount of that ammunition type that you can carry. You'll not be able to loot ammunition of that type above that number. Interesting. Now we've got our members here that leveled up. Let's try that. Is that with C, as it would be going usually? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see. So Jenny Hugh has first aid and SMGs. And look at that, we can still assign her values. Nice, so. SMG, this... Aha. Novice gunner. This weapon makes you nervous. What is an SMG? I don't know, but it's a gun. It's some kind of gun. Ah, I think it's a small machine gun, right? Okay. Yeah, we need perception for that kind of thing, and some intelligence won't hurt, and we also had dexterity. I think that's a combination that is just good for someone who's using that, and also first aid. So we've got 2x first aid. That's a classic. Did we have to click on assign again? Ah, so that is locked then. We ourselves got it though. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all fine. And we've got this guy. Does he have, yes, two-handed melee weapons? That would need probably strength, agility, and a little bit of dexterity. Maybe some endurance. For Arnold Meeson. Oh, I missed that again. So, 2, 2. Here, let's do it like that and assign. We have our special friend here again. Sarah Ruff. What can she do? She's also into melee. But into one-handed melee, so we'll give her a little bit more of a chance here. And then... it should be good to go. We have things that we can add to the people. Let's see, where do we have stuff? Let's have a look at the stash, for example. So in the stash there's nothing. And we've got that backpack, it's got rifle ammunition. I totally expect it to be relevant. So now let's continue here through this door. Left and right nothing. That seems stressful a bit. Okay, let me start at the beginning. I realize you might not remember why we are here. Phage is one of the reasons, a virus so insidious that it destroyed the majority of life on our planet. We had endured wars between the great houses of our world for thousands of years, climate change, plague and starvation. We finally succumbed to a tiny invader that mutated so fast that our physicians and scientists couldn't keep up. Okay, antigenic drift. Our immune systems would fight and lose. Most curious, this strain of virus was different. It is as if it sought to meld with our physiology and symbiosis, yet it was unsuccessful, and the result was the destruction of the host. Fascinating in a way, yet horrible and deadly. Within 20 years, our planet was decimated, cities overgrown, the only remaining law, the houses. They had retreated to their shelters, euthanizing any who showed signs of the disease and taking in those that could be proven immune. Grim days indeed. Immune? Yes, there were some who were immune to the phage. Very few. You're immune, as am I. In fact, this ship and 3 others are, I believe, all that remain of humanity. Hurtling across the universe, we are all immune, or so we thought. What do we mean? I get to that. The end result was a world with a bleak future. We held on and we made some progress. In fact, the houses had started to communicate again. We found ways to cultivate safe foods, water. Plans were in place to venture forth again in an attempt to recolonize. Then something tragic and final occurred. What? An event so improbable and rare that it was inconceivable. Speeding towards our planet, an asteroid the size of a small moon. There was only one solution left: the stars. Our scientists had long ago identified several planets revolving around nearby stars. We worked tirelessly, harvested the best ideas and developed a plan. We are part of that plan. We built great ships, one of which you are on now, the Dauntless, one of 4 that contained the sleeping remnants of humanity. 4 giant ships speeding across space at just below the speed of light, aimed at 2 likely new home systems, separated by a mere 2 light years, both the best last solution for our people. There's much more I can say, but this is not the time for an extended history lesson. It's time to discuss the here and now. He has explained why he woke us. You are actually a very well-hidden secret. I was not even aware of your existence. You are a member of a tactical squad whose sole purpose is to eliminate any hostile threat to our mission. That is, the mission of arriving at our destination. Explain the threat. Yes, well, murder. That and a phage outbreak. Several of our crew members have been murdered. Others may be infected. I'm locked in the bridge and only just stumbled across information about you while searching through emergency protocols. The ship is on lockdown, and I need your help to stabilize the situation. Exactly who was murdered? 2 of my colleagues. 2 even. My goodness. I suspect more. I watched Emily Jensen and murdered Jason Taft myself while we were in the living quarters. Mayhem after that. There must be survivors. Engaging the emergency protocols has locked down the ship. Most of the cameras and communications are offline. How about Taft? He was the systems engineer and well, one of the 2 systems engineers. You see, we take shifts. Every 200 years, 2 shifts wake up to caretake, monitor the sleepers as we call them. Jason Taft was the systems engineer. Well, one of the 2 systems engineers. You see, we take shifts. Every 200 years, 2 shifts wake up to caretake. Monitor the sleepers as we call them. Yeah, okay. So Jensen murdered Taft. Why did she do that? That's a very good question and complicated. You see, they greatly disagreed on the nature of the discovery we had made recently. They had never gotten along, oil and water. She's dangerous, and you should not hesitate to put her down. Put her down? Is that our mission? Yes, that and rescue any other team members that may be alive. We need this situation stabilized immediately. We cannot continue with our mission and revive replacement crew members until this situation is resolved. She might just go on killing. Your first mission is to restore power to the elevators. You'll find an engineering terminal near each of the 4 reactor nodes on this level. Manually override the emergency protocols at all 4 engineering stations. Following that, terminate Emily Jensen. I'll be in touch. We'll decide whether or not Dr. Jensen should be terminated. I highly recommend that you eliminate her on sight. She is emotionally unstable and quite dangerous. We shall see. I've added a mission entry into your log. You can reference the details of your mission as needed. Let's get that lift online. Nice, okay, so can override the lockout. These must be the engineering stations Dr. Ramos mentioned. What is that? Aha. We're fixing the elevator stuff, so he could theoretically fix that or work again. Let's see. What do we have here? Ammunition and health packs. That's pretty great. How about this? Nothing much. Let's continue our way here. There I'd rather go back, but I know that this is not about going back. It's about going forward. And actually, we've got no way. Let's press tab to see if there's a way to move forward. No. Then let's just go back and go for another option in the future. We have failed to continue, but there is something we should do. Come on. Hey, move. Immanuel, can. We can go for single movement. Now we can go for group movement again. We have tried this. We have tried to override them, but it didn't work. It did work now. Look, we just forgot one. Wonderful. Now proceed to the elevator. The override has unlocked the doors just ahead of you. When you get there, take the elevator down to the new the crew deck. Just ahead of you. You won't be able to get to the vats. The entry deck is locked down. I'm not sure what the problem is, but we can deal with it when we have more information. Vats? What? Yes, the vats are large fluidic suspension containers. The remnants of the human race are sealed in these containment chambers, a deep, stable cryo sleep. Each vat contains just over 260 human beings. There's a total of 8 vats per module and 60 modules on this ship. You can do the math. We still want to try straight ahead, but it doesn't work. Why? Come on, here, this way. Ah, now it works. Why didn't it work before? Wait, my god, is that... Yes, I think it is. This is very bad. The viral symptoms are greatly accelerated over previous iterations. You must be very careful. What exactly is the problem? One of my colleagues, Kelly Masters, seems to have acquired the virus. Phage. I can see her just around the corner on my monitor. She seems to have acquired a taste for flesh. She's a zombie. Horrific and advanced symptom of the phage. Usually symptoms like this take many months to manifest. A truly grisly sight. I'm quite shaken up. What are the symptoms of the phage? The infected become non-responsive after a high fever. The virus begins to change the physiology of the person it infects, rapidly necrotizing the skin, especially areas exposed to the air. Internally, it slows the heart, changes the way the blood distributes oxygen and glucose, and destroys the high-level functions of the brain. The virus attacks the cells and reorganizes the way they utilize food energy. The infected develop an appetite for protein, which seems to be their primary physiological drive. The entire process can take over 8 months to play out. It's all the people that have changed continuously to a paleo diet. They've been brainwashed and infected by the phage. I've always known it. I see. What do you recommend? You must be very careful. At this stage, the infected will attack anyone not infected or in the early stages of the phage infection on site. They're fast, strong, and relentless. Yeah, basically they're zombies. You must terminate Kelly Masters immediately. I'm terribly concerned. Well, we shall terminate so many people. There seems to be a body in the corridor, and I cannot make out who it is. Once you terminate Dr. Masters, please search the body for any evidence that could identify it. I cannot believe how quickly Kelly's infection has advanced. The virus airborne. Should we be concerned? No, the virus is not airborne. At least, I don't think it is. You should be immune, but Dr. Masters, was also immune, so we're not immune. You, however, have the advantage of a genetically modified metabolism. You were born with a hard-coded immune response to viruses, basically immune to all viral disease. Quite amazing, really. You're a weapon designed to destroy phage, so unless the phage has developed more than an accelerated pathogenesis, you should be safe. I, however, will remain where I am. You're leading us into a trap, I'm pretty sure, Dr. Ramos. So combat begins when you see an enemy target. Yellow bar above the icons is action points. Combat is turn-based, driven by initiative. Use the line of sight system, like in Fallout. If an enemy is not directly in a line of sight, it is not visible. You can take cover behind any item. You can toggle crouch and stand with the toolbar icon by pressing the V key. Crouching gives you a bonus to hit with ranged weapons. You can rotate your team members in any direction by selecting the rotate icon from the toolbar. Probably that one here. Just select the icon and left click anywhere in the environment. Is that rotate? What? Where's that body? Oh, that's... I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Kelly Masters, alright. Move a little bit. Can we shoot or something? The head, the torso. Oh, I like this. The legs. Let's shoot the legs, can we? Not enough. Oh. Let's stay down then. And look into another direction. Can we do that? Well, I don't know. How can we end the turn for this? Is it here? Yeah.
Here we go.
You're also like shooting. Can We hit her in the... Yeah, let's hit her. Gah! Ooh. And I don't know... Ooh. Do that again? Indeed. And then... Let's spacebar. Enemy turn! Oh no! Blah, she misses us. Cali Masters. We've got a hammer here. Hammer on the head. That sounds just about right. And, oh, on the torso too. Cali Masters is dead and no longer a threat. Well done. Dr. Masters was a truly gifted person in life. We worked together closely before the start of this mission. I'm not sure what to say. Well, I'm truly sorry. Thank you. Nothing to be done other than to save anyone left alive. Let's move on. Please proceed to the elevator and the crew quarters deck. Terminate Cali Masters. We can search here. Ruined hoverboot. Okay. It has value to sell, though. What was that? ID badge. Marty Devereaux. We'll remember you. Or don't. Yeah, at least get the first... What a fate. I hope he didn't suffer. Marty was one of several engineers on your shift. Very nice guy. He kept the ship running. We played cards a few times a week on the crew deck. I'll see that he gets a proper ceremony when this is over. See, I love that. That's meticulous. That's meticulous storytelling. I love that it's just not another dead body. Because it's the first body. It's important. I mean, if it were the 50th body, okay, but... End the conversation. What's in here now? That's level 1. We can go to the crew deck. Here we go. We can have micro warp. Oh, I really love this already. I think we should play this again at some point. You're now on the crew deck. This is a primary living and working area split into 2 wings. I don't have control over any of the systems, so I won't be able to track you or even communicate with you once you leave the lobby. You'll be on your own. I'm sure the labs are locked down since there are volatile chemicals and biowaste. Parts of the living quarters may also be locked down according to the information I have available. Biowaste? Samples of tissue and fluids collected from colonists. We sample a cross-section of the population regularly to ensure their safety. The passengers in the vats, some call them the sleepers. We analyze data and samples each shift. How do we gain access to the labs? I think a check of the living quarters is in order. You need to identify any survivors and terminate any of the infected, if there are any. I'm detecting life signs in the labs and crew quarters. You should take care and do not hesitate to terminate any infected you come across. Oh, okay. I'll put some thought into how we can gain entry to the lab wing. If I have any ideas, I'll be in touch if comms are available. The living quarters are directly ahead of you through the doors. The research lab is just past the living area. Okay, sounds good. Remember, if you come across Dr. Jensen, you should terminate her on sight. She's highly volatile. I'm not sure about you, Dr. Ramus. You emphasize this too much. I think we'll try to not kill her. Just because you say we should kill her. Oh, there's a chest. Medkits. Veridine Protector STR Auto Streamer. What is that? Damage type kinetic. It's a heavy weapon. Requires big guns level 1. It's very valuable. Do we have a big guns specialist? I don't think so. Let's see. Big guns. I don't believe. Nah, we'll not use it. Probably not worthwhile. So what's over there? Can we continue? No? On the Dauntless. Oh. That's Jason Taft. Can we hit him? Probably, yes. The head or the torso. I think we'll try head. Maybe another torso shot? No. Okay. End the turn. Oh, we have something over. Defend. Chance to avoid or mitigate a single attack. Why not? Enemy is coming. Ooh, hopefully he doesn't attack. Yeah, he doesn't attack. That's good. Let's shoot the head. Once. Twice. Nice. Well, not really nice, but you know what I mean. That was Jason Taft. Wow, he has green blood. Can you see that? There's also some green stuff here. It's going over here. Sarah Benz heads over. And David Graben. Okay, we'll crouch. Maybe we'll just wait a little and defend. Anyone coming? Not really, eh? We'll move in carefully. Oh, we cannot. Okay. Now they're coming. Sarah Benz and the other guy, Graben, David Graben. It's now going on. That's us. Should move out of the way, like here. We can crouch. And shoot the head. Critical hit. Nice. Not enough RP. Well then. Headshot. Submachine gun skill has improved. Nice. So, we can also get skill updates. That's mighty fine. Let's jump in. Defend. We've got her. She'll also defend for now. Ow. Oh, she's dangerous, that Benz. Shoot the head. Wow, that's terrible. End the turn and shoot the head. Gah! Crew quarters. Perhaps we will find survivors here. Look, I think she's healing. Oh, let's see. Are there any survivors? Probably not. Let's check the doors. Door's locked. This door? Oh, beautiful flowers. Move in. What's there? New log entry for Emma Hofstad. Help. So, where can we get access to the log? L. Data. Emma Hofstad. Subject, my poor plants. This is the third time I've woken up to find one of my plants dead. How could Jenny do this? All they need is light, water, and some fertilizer. I think she's just trying to hurt me. This was my favorite plant. Seeds taken from my own garden. I expect them to die out during the long intermediary cryo-suspensions, but not during our regular shifts. Oh, something about Marty again. Strange behavior again. Kelly is freaking me out. This morning when I entered the lab, Kelly was standing over the incinerator. She had this look on her face like someone had just died. Really strange. When I greeted her, she just gave me this weird smile and said everything was going to be okay. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm going to report this to Dr. Jensen. Dr. Jensen, here we go again. Hey there, who are you? Rodger Grayson. How do we know this? A man is standing near the doorway. He looks unkempt and a bit surprised. Who the hell are you? Where did you come from and where did you get the weapons? I heard you take out David and Sarah. Thank you. We're an emergency response team. Confusion and surprise are replaced with hope. The man's posture seems a bit more relaxed as the sudden realization that he's been rescued settles in. Maybe he has the phage too. Unbelievable. Fully equipped and armed to the teeth. Seems like you could be useful. Useful for what? Useful in the sense that you took out those shamblers once, my friends. God, what next? One second we are sitting there having a peaceful game of cards, and the next, well, two of my colleagues dead. Sort of, I wonder what other secrets the senior crew are hiding. About your colleagues. Yes, David and Sarah, not much left of either now, thanks to you. I should thank you, though that seems odd, considering they were my friends. I've been locked in here for days, listening to them shuffle around, mumbling nonsense. I'm not right, don't hurt them, on and on. I tried accessing this terminal to see if I could communicate with the rest of the crew. No luck. The systems are locked down behind some very heavy security. I'm lucky David kept a stash of water and snacks in his room for the weekly card games, or I'd be a gunner. Though I must say that I'm a bit tired of pissing in a bottle, so thank you. What now? Do you know if anyone else is alive? Nah. I did hear some banging from down the hall 2 days ago, but that was likely my shambler buddies. If anyone is alive, they're in pretty bad shape at this point. Anything you can tell me about the situation? Okay, shoot. The labs are locked. Do you know how I can get in? Right. Well, I might be able to bypass the wiring, but considering how well things are locked down, I can't guarantee that's going to work. I do have an idea, but you're going to need to do the legwork. I'm staying here until this is all resolved. What's your plan? Locking yourself in and playing solitaire? Rodger Grayson smiles and shifts his position slightly. Before all of this, I was pretty good at hacking security systems. I'm a mechanical engineer by trade and a hobbyist hacker by night. In my nightstand in my room, you'll find a hacking tool. This device will let you hack most doors, locked crates, things like that. It doesn't work on computers. For that, you'd need an injector. I had one, but I broke it a few shifts ago. Couldn't find a way to fix it. Got it, a hacking tool in your room. Yes, and bring it back to me. I'll calibrate it for you. With a little skill, you should be able to bypass the lab security panel and gain access. Hurry back, I'm getting hungry and Emma's corpse smells terrible. My room is next door. The key code is 3782. Okay, let's do that. Is that the hacking tool? No. A new entry about Marty Devereaux. So that's even before that. It's amazing this ship has held together for so long, 7,000 years now. We knew that when we set out, other than catastrophic failure, the exterior hull would last forever in space without oxidation. Not to say the ship is in great shape. After all, these things were welded together in a hurry with whatever materials we could push into stable orbit. They tried to make it nice. Paintings, furniture, vending machines. The truth is, it's a box, and a rickety one at that. Did we retrieve the hacking tool? No, because that's not his room. But where is his room? We'll be going over here, or what? That now we can select it. Was it 3782 or something? Yeah. So what's in here? The hacking tool. Let's take that. And what is here? A weather turbo oscillator. Okay. It's basically salute. Should fetch a good price for the merchants. And some credits too. Roger grins, snatching the hacking tool from your hand. All right, you found it. Yes, it was right where you said it would be. Okay, let's calibrate it. This will only take a moment. There you go. All set. Should be able to access the labs using the tool. It's calibrated to bypass the door security. However, it's going to leave a log entry with your data in it. I assume that won't be a problem. That should be fine. Thank you. Great. Be sure to drop by when this is all resolved. David left behind a nice bottle of Grevsky here. I'd like to toast him and you when this is done. Meanwhile, I'm going to stay in this room and watch a few scenes. And now we're going to go hacking, it seems. If your team members has 3 device slots, can be used for numerous beneficial effects. A hacking tool must be equipped in one of these device slots. If a currently selected team member has a hacking tool equipped in their device slot, when selecting an object that can be hacked, the keypad pop-up screen that appears will include hack and auto hack options. Alright, so let's equip the hacking tool. Right. Where can we... Yeah, I know we should be there, but... nice. So that's one of the slots. Now I recognize it. So here we go now. And I'd say thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. We'll come back to this in a later instance. Please tell me if you like it, so I know if we should maybe make this a stream someday, or like from time to time, because it's in a very early stage of development. You can already see what the game is about. You can see the story is pretty straightforward, but also quite interesting because it's done with at least some love. It's not crude or anything. The gameplay works. It's similar to Fallout, old Fallout in many instances, and I like the game. I like the atmosphere and all. So have a great time until next time, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out.